Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So my name is Leon from ZARRPS Metal Detecting South Africa, and today I want to show you guys how I clean my relic finds. So anything from belt buckles, harmonica reeds, bullets, badges and buttons. This method works extremely well. We are going to use an acid etchant, so just two things. One, make sure that you do not use this method on coins or anything of value, and two, make sure not to use items or clean items this way that are very, very thin, because we are using an acid that will eat through that metal. So I'm not taking responsibility for any damages, so just keep that in mind. But this method does work really well, and I'm going to show you some examples. So like always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do and join our team ZARRPS. And other than that, let's get into it. Hey guys, so I'm in my workshop, and I saw something on the net that I want to quickly try. So hopefully this works, but I saw someone on how they were cleaning some of their finds using an etchant acid. So I thought I was going to take some items. I've got here a recent pipe cover, a nice live round, a piece of a shoulder title, a spoon or fork or whatever, full hole button, and a general service button. And I'm going to take that, and I used to and sometimes still do play around with some electronics, and I used to make my own etchant with hydrochloric pool acid, you can see over here, and a 20% volume hydrogen peroxide. So I would mix equal parts of both, and then use that as an etchant when I was making PCBs with copper boards or whatever. So I'm going to do the same now, and then I'm going to drop these items in this bowl, and I'm going to let the acid agitate those or these items, and we're going to see how it comes out. So I'm going to pop in both the hydrochloric acid and the peroxide, and then I'm going to add these items, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so I've just added both the peroxide and the pool acid. I've added about 50 mils of both in here. Just be careful, try and wear a mask if you can. It does create some nasty fumes, so just keep that in mind. So I've popped in that spoon handle, and I've also dropped in the general service button. I'm going to drop in the other items as well. That's the pipe cover, this 4-hole button, shoulder title, and I'm also going to drop in this live round. Right, so you can see how that's bubbling. I'm going to leave that in there for a bit, and then I'm going to get another bowl with some water, and then I'm going to take the items out and just rinse them in water and just see what they look like. Cool. Okay, so you can have a look at what this mixture looks like now. It is quite gunky and green. That's the color that it goes when it reacts with metal. So this is what these items look like now. So they were all in there for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes at most. Have a look at this button. Actually looks quite good. I think you could probably polish it nicely now, and that would look quite good. But have a look at, so this was that pipe cover. It is very thin, so just remember that the acid eats through, and that's exactly what it did. So there's a piece there, you can see how it actually ate through there. So I will not recommend that you take something that's that thin and use it. Look at the shoulder title, how nice that came out. So that is pretty cool. I will leave that as such. This bullet, I will definitely have a look at the difference. It looks amazing. So I will definitely see if I can see anything on this head stamp now. Something's just about coming through there. So I'll put this back in there for maybe another 30 seconds to a minute. And then the spoon, the spoon came out fairly okay. I'll also drop it in there, but check at this. I can actually see some markings there at the back coming through, which is pretty nice. See there? There's some stamps. So I'm going to drop the spoon in there for another few seconds, and that bullet, and maybe even this button for the same amount of time. Let's see what that does. But this shoulder title, I'm not going to touch that. Check how epic that looks. That's pretty cool. Right, let me pop these in here. And this button, just going to mix it around to agitate a bit. See, it's starting to bubble. So I'm going to leave that in there and then take it out and show you guys. Cool. So have a look at how nice these items look now. So I showed you, I didn't show you this 4-hole button, but have a look at how nice all of these little, you can actually see the markings coming through there. This general service button is looking nice. I'm just going to give it a nice little polish as well. And that bullet, and you can see those markings coming through there on this little handle right over there. So I'm going to see if I can get that out a bit clearer as well. And this bullet looks great. So I'm just going to see if I can give it a bit of a polish, and then I'll show you the result. Right guys, so I've come in and I've cleaned up this button. Have a look how nice that button has come out. And all I've done, and I've only done this button, is I now come in and I take my button and I take some bicarb of soda, this stuff, and I pour some out, as you can see here. And then all I do is I make a little paste. So I just wet my fingers just a little bit. Just like so. And I grab some of this bicarb in between my fingers, like so. Just make a bit of a gritty paste. And yeah, I've got this shoulder badge. So I'm just going to pause, set the camera. I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, so I've set my camera. I've got this little badge, or shoulder title, I should say. So it has a few spots. I've made my paste, and all I do now is I just take my 2 fingers and I start rubbing. Start rubbing on both ends, like so, and you can actually see how the paste starts grabbing some of that excess dirt and whatever. So you're creating like a piece of sandpaper. So I just run the water. Just gonna rinse that, and I'm gonna do the other side. Grab some more bicarb, create that paste, start rubbing it. And I do this for silver coins, not in the acid, but with bicarb paste. That's how I clean them. Maybe some lemon juice. You don't want to ruin anything that's worth something. Right, a little bit more. Just rubbing that paste like a sandpaper, and you can already see how nice that's coming out. So on both ends, rinse it off. Have a look at that. Check how awesome that looks. And that's it. So just use that little acid mixture. Have a look at the back. Clean it off. Come inside. Create this little bicarb paste. And you're cleaning up your relics really well. Awesome. Right guys, so I've cleaned all of these items. It took me about 10 minutes. So I want to show you what had the best results. I think this bullet came out looking awesome. It is a bit pitted, partially from the acid, but also from age. I mean, this has been in the ground for over 100 years. This button came out looking fantastic. You can see there it's nice and shiny just from that bicarb polish. And The spoon, probably because it's plated, didn't look or come out that great, but still nice and clean. The shoulder title also looking awesome, nice and clean and polished. And even this nice little 4-hole button, check out all that detail that's come out there. So yeah man, I hope this helps you guys. Like always, make sure to like and subscribe to Team ZARRPS, and I look forward to seeing you guys cleaning some of your metal detecting finds. Awesome, take it easy.